What's up, guys? Y'all see a familiar face right here? We have got the owner of Crappie Hollow Hair Ties with us here today, Mr. Jace.
Morning. We're gonna go try to catch some.
We're gonna try some stake beds on the channel, on the flats, in deep water and shallow water. If you all wanna learn some of the Kentucky Lake secrets this dude's been putting them on Facebook with, stay tuned right here. Hit that subscribe, like this video. Now guys, it's time for it. Let's go fishing.
There we go. There's a couple right there. That's probably my other marks. One right there on top of it. All right, we found a stake bed. You saw me come in to 50 foot. That's to get it in the 2 foot increments. And now it's about 30 foot out. We're gonna cast at it from here and see if we can't draw some off the top of it. See some movement. Got one of them. Jace is coming through right now. Man, that dude right there, eat it. Oh, we got us a double here. Got us a double coming in. What you got?
Bluegill.
Boy,
It's a good bluegill.
Good Lord, what a bluegill. There's our first double of the day, guys. We got us a black crappie. You can see it knot there on his side where he's been eating. And look at that bluegill.
That's a good one.
That is a 10.5 inch crappie and that big old bluegill right there beside it. And we have got 2 stake beds right here. The one in front is what we're fishing. And the one behind it is loaded slap up. I've got my trolling motor turned all the way down to 2. Here's Jace coming in right over top of it. He's got a couple striper following him down. Oh, here we go. All right, you see how he burned it out of there after that fish got a few feet from that brush pile? Right, from the stake bed rather. That is just so that he doesn't pull all the fish off the pile. You want them to go back to the pile so you still have another shot at them. So after they get a couple of feet away from the pile, 4 or 5 feet, if they haven't eaten by then, you need to burn it out of there. You're gonna end up ruining your stake bed. All right, we just kicked the trolling motor into high gear. We are looking 90 feet out. We're in 10 foot of water up on top of a little hump here. And as I saw that, I started zooming in. And when I get it into 50 foot, that's where I'm gonna stop zooming and that's where I'm gonna start fishing. I'm gonna say you ain't gotta wait on me a bit. Jace is coming in the backside right there. Start seeing all the movement inside the pile. That's how we know they just took notice. Oh, that one psyched him out. He's still after him. Oh, I thought that one. Well, I thought he was gonna go ahead and do it there.
Too. He bumped it a couple times.
I seen you get set up for the hook set there.
He's getting ready.
He's getting ready to get a running start at that hook set. I do that all the time. Come on, baby. You looked at it. It's yours. Eat it. Eat it. Talk to me. Oh, that one did. Little feller. Well, he's still a keeper.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a keeper. Y'all saw that? It was 3.5 pound. His new lake record right there, guys. I had my eyeball scale on him. He was a good 21.5 inches. One's coming. Come on, baby.
Nope. He's on there for a second.
That's the thing about these smaller jigs and smaller hooks.
Yeah.
They rip out so much easier because there's not as much meat in there to. Oh, you got one off the second pile out there coming at you. Oh, that looked like a good one too, and I ain't got my net out.
make sure I don't knock nothing out of the boat here. There we go. Yes, sir.
It's a good one. Probably about a pound fish. Came off that further pile actually on that one. My jig was dropping down. He came out and smoked it. Good black crappie. Healthy one.
Yeah, that's a fat one right there.
Good summertime fish.
And I just looked over my jig, and that one that ripped out on me a while ago left part of his mouth on my hook, and I got to get that off. That's hide, that skin will get over that barb and cause that hook not to stay, because you're taking the barb out of the equation if you don't get it off of there. Off to the right. Clear water, I don't know if they'll see it or not. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I drug him 5 feet and he come out.
This is the one here.
This is it. He's calling his shot, guys.
There we go.
Boy, he did, didn't he?
Black crappie.
There's a lot of them black crappie. See how that fish just fell off? They're not inhaling it the way that we need them to. They're just going up there and they're just kissing it, and we got to get lucky to be able to stick that hook in them when they just barely kiss it. Pretty sure that fish just grabbed my bait. Pretty sure that fish just grabbed your bait. There's another, just a good eating size fish.
Yeah, they're mostly black crappie here in these piles that we're fishing. They tend to be a little more finicky, especially in this clear water that we're having down here. But another healthy fish. These black fish are feeding up, getting thick.
Now, usually in a situation like that, I'll downsize to a smaller jig head. Is that about what you normally do too?
Yeah, I keep going smaller and smaller till you start catching them decent.
You start catching them, or you can't see your bait.
I've got a little 32nd ounce hair jig here, and it doesn't hurt to downsize even more than that sometimes. We're in about 10 foot of water, so I'm running a little split shot above mine just to get it down there. Those light baits take a long time to get down there with no extra weight.
You know, that is a great point. A lot of people have went to that. I like the smaller baits. Even if I'm using live bait, I want the smallest minnow possible.
Yep.
And a smaller jig head. Put the split shot above it. That gets you your total weight to get down there, and you're still got that small presentation.
Yep.
That's one of the best ways I've found to be able to catch these black crappie, and the white crappie are getting that way too, from what that I've learned.
For sure, and a lot of times with this live scope too, real small bait and it takes forever to get down there. By the time the bait does get down there, your boat's shifted and then you're not dragging it back through the pile, you're off to one side or the other. So
Or chasing open water fish.
Yep.
That fish has done moved 20 yards from where it was when you first pitched in
absolutely.
there. That right there is a Kentucky Lake Special right there.
Kentucky Shiner.
Okay. There was one come out there a second ago, looked like it was 12, 14 inches long. There's a whole bunch of little bitty turds on here.
Uh-oh.
Got one. Most of this pile is about this size right here. Something been eating on that one. Look at that thing's belly. Something done went and grabbed a hold of it.
Yeah.
Sad thing is, that's a keeper size fish here. At 10 inches.
Yeah.
It's really, if it ain't 10 inches, it's right at it. And this pile is plumb loaded down with them.
Well, if I didn't, I'm just gonna keep the pile on my side. That way you can't pitch at it. Does that work? That one followed me almost to the boat. I swear I thought it was bluegill. I guess it missing its stomach hair made it show up a little bit different, look a little bit smaller. But I had seen a really good fish in there. I don't see him now. All I see is a bunch of stuff that looks like brim. If you look at the screen right now, you can see all those fish all over that stake bed. They're real small, solid, hard dots. And that makes me think that a whole lot of those fish on there is brim. That's where a wax worm and a slip cork would go a long ways. I think I did. There you go. Come on, baby. Eat it. Got him.
Good one.
White crappie just floating out here in the middle of the channel.
That's the ones we're after there. He came up and got it and hailed it that time. It's a good pound and a quarter fish. Summertime fish just hanging out. We kind of crossed over this ledge here and went out in the creek channel a little more. And he was just sitting out there floating, looking for bait. He found it.
A lot of times when you're on rivers or if you're in a bay, if you'll go down the edge of the channel, that is a very nice fish. We're going to put that one in the live well for pictures. When you go out and you're going down the channel, if you'll get to where your boat is barely over the ledge of the channel, where you can scan up on top, you'll see those stake beds. That's where you're going to find mostly black crappie. The white crappie most time will be on top of the stake bed if they're in there with the black crappie. But by setting your boat right there, you can scan out into the channel and find those floaters like that one. Your floaters are going to be your white crappie. Most times they'll weigh more than the black crappie. They're a lot bigger, they're a lot more impressive. They make better pictures than YouTube thumbnails. Here's your nice little pro tip. Your towels that you keep in your boat to wipe off with, swap them out, throw them away, I don't care. After a week, get them out of your boat. Good Lord. It's further off to the left. There you go. There he comes. Done. Done. Another white crappie. I'll tell you what, you catch them and I'll just keep on throwing them in the live well. How's that?
Good healthy fish again, just out roaming. We're sitting right here on the edge of this river channel. Just out here roaming, eating bait fish.
Floaters, man. Floaters, gotta love them.
So far, too, they've been more aggressive out here. I mean, we've only caught a couple floating out here, but, you know, they're not near as finicky as those fish we were catching off the piles.
Well, see, that's the thing. I missed it a couple of times, but you hit where it needed to be, and he ate. The last one, it was a one pitch, one float across, game over type of deal. And that's why I like the floaters. They're the aggressive fish, ready to eat.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Got him? Yeah.
Oh,
that's a good one, man.
I believe our prototype rod is going to pass the test to be able to boat flip a fish like that with a 5/8 dock shooter caster hybrid rod right at the boat. Well, I believe I know what in the world it is we're going to end up doing here. We're going to end up chasing fish in open water all day. Pow!
Yeah, much better fish out in open water so far is what we're seeing.
All right, here's a log coming on screen up here. Let's see, we've been going an hour and a half. You can see some of these fish down inside there, right there. They're hiding underneath that log. Those are going to be our better fish. There's going to end up, you're going to see a bunch of them come up off of it and chase us, and that's going to be bluegill and smaller crappie trying to get to the bait before the big ones have a chance to get it. and you're probably gonna watch both of us lose a few jig heads here. Got him. Pretty decent fish too.
Good one.
That's a white crappie. White crappie.
That's a good one there.
I'll take a sack full of them. You better believe it. I'll take all of them I can get. I had to get underneath that log, and I'm not hitting my trolling motor right now because we're sitting right on top of it. That's where the trolling motors in the back really come in handy. I can back up and it puts my prop wash 25 feet back instead of right up here on top of them. Now, if we can find a few more of them in there, shoo, it's gonna turn into a good day. Well, I had to get it underneath there and get it in their face and just shake it. And shaking it, I'm assuming, got that tail wagging, and I've got that Rockport rattler jig head on there, so it could have got my rattles going. Which it was, I don't care, it worked. So I'm gonna keep the same setup and get back in there. Yeah, I didn't come all the way through. Yeah, come on, eat it. Eat it, eat it, baby. Eat it, Tina. Yes, it is. You good?
You don't net it?
Let me at least get it under it. Oh,
maybe.
Maybe.
Woo, that's a mad black crappie right there.
I mean, he's fired up there. Now, Jace ties his own hair ties, and that's one of his jigs there. What'd you say the name of that one was?
This one's called the Kentucky Shiner. It's this one's a 32nd. It's just a little white and gray hair jig.
Let me get it in front of my hand there so you can see what it is that's what Jace is using, and Jace makes those.
Catch ones like this.
There you go.
So there's a mix of white and black crappie sitting under here. And on that live scope, I had my jig, it fell below that limb there. And I was trying to keep it down there long enough for him to eat it, because a lot of times if you pull it up past something like that, they'll just turn around and lose interest in it, especially if your jig obviously gets hung up or bumps on it. They'll turn around.
While we caught that fish, we had talked to the camera, let you know what was going on, and I floated sideways. Well, when I got sideways, that log is coming to the top of the water all the way to the bottom, and I got to where I was looking sideways like this. Well, if I'm looking like that and I'm pitching, I'm gonna constantly be going over that and hanging into that log. So I'm backing up, I'm gonna reposition the boat to where it's right here so I can pitch and come down long ways each side of that log. So I'm gonna take just a minute to get myself set up for success. And if I don't, all I'm gonna do is spook my fish out. There's no sense in getting in a hurry right here. Them fish ain't leaving, they're on that structure, they're not going anywhere. As you can see on the screen right now, there they are underneath that limb, just exactly where that they was. And I just need to get repositioned and get up there and jack them. Got one?
I didn't know he was on there. I couldn't see my jig.
Oh, decent size eating fish.
It's a little black crappie. Too early in the day for that.
Yeah, here comes the sea dudes.
He stayed still to another fish.
He stayed still. He did not see me or didn't care, one of the two. Oh, now he's gonna swim? Yeah, he came to us. Got him. Oh, yeah, I got him.
It's a good one there.
All right, we are concentrating on floaters from here on out. Stood. Come here, baby. Another big old white crappie, just sitting out here floating, and thankfully you were able to see everything start to finish right there on the screen. We missed him, and then when we got on him, there was that flicker. I actually got past him, and it's like he thought about it for a second before that he decided to go ahead and commit. But boom, in the box he goes.
Big fish down low.
Here comes something at you. Let's see what it is. Is it yellow bass? Oh, it is crappie.
Black crappie.
We have got a nest. It ain't really a stake bed. This is what I was telling people I'd found at Reelfoot, that it was nest of crappie that would be a little bit different than a stake bed or a spawning log. This is what that I believe it looks like when them crappie are half grown and they've been on a spawning log or something like that, and these fish I don't think will ever leave that unless there's no water for them to be there until they get big enough. Then they're right here on the side of the channel and they're going to go out here and just float around, and that's when we like picking them off.
Yep. Good one.
Dude. Jig fell out of his mouth.
He's wound up.
There we go. Summertime, baby. We are in, what was we in? 7 foot of water or something? I had to mark it. I'll check it in a second. But we came in shallow. There's a cut off side of the main channel, shallow flat, and they're still out here floating. Look at the slime on him where the fish is so hot. See all that white right in there? That fish is so hot, he's slimy. Now, that goes into all kinds of debate. I only eat crappie in the wintertime because they're cold. Throw them on some ice, then clean them. Problem solved. I'm gonna eat fish all year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no sense in throwing them back.
No sir.
Especially a healthy one like that.
That there's gonna get thrown back in a skillet.
Come on. Did he hit it?
No, he swatted. Oh no, I sure did. I'm starting to whisper, guys. It's starting to get real around here. You're saying 3 pound crappie in the middle of the summer. Stay. Don't. I'm almost there. Okay, I'm there. Eat.
Yeah.
Got him.
Oh man. Oh man. We fought too hard for that.
Oh, that broke my heart a little bit. That broke my heart a little bit. Let me see if I can see him real quick. Oh my God.
Down there, left. Go back, straight behind us. As far as I go. Man, was it 2 pounds? I didn't hardly see him.
Yeah, that one there was over 2 pounds.
Dang it.
All right, I'm gonna mark this as a fish. Oh, is that him? Oh my God, is that him?
It looks like it.
It does look like it.
He's sitting right there.
Oh my God, he's still sitting there. I started thinking there for a second he was so big he had to be a carp, but no, I seen him just fine. That's probably a crappie, about an 8-incher. A little confidence boost here.
There you go.
About an 8-incher. Little confidence boost. We went through a little dry period there, and I was starting to think I didn't know how to fish.
We were both right on it.
Oh, he hit me that time.
Dropped it right on his nose.
I scared him, I
It
think.
was self-defense.
I think it was just purely reaction, but I just scared him.
Yeah, it fell right on his face.
pure right there. Got him. Oh, it is a crappie. I thought it was a striper.
There you go.
Good fish, man. I sure did. I didn't grab the net because I swore it was a striper.
Pulled up on this pile here. It's about 9 foot of water, and there's a bunch of crappie in there. It's getting a little later in the afternoon, so they're a little sluggish, but drag it through there enough times, they'll come out of there and get it.
Good fish, man.
Oh,
that one chased me.
I wasn't even watching that fish.
That's a good fish too. I'm both looking. Oh,
That's a real good one.
looks like a bunch of them moved up towards the top of the stake bed now. When we caught them a minute ago, I was thinking they was down in there a little bit.
Yeah, they were buried up a little more.
Gunny? Oh, you got a big old fish. I see him now.
Oh, it's a catfish.
What is it, catfish?
Yeah.
You want me to, Daddy?
Nah. Nah.
Never know what you're gonna pull out of a stake bed.
There's only 40 crappie in there.
Yeah, 40 crappie and you caught the catfish. Yep.
Good one?
Yep, it feels like it. Decent, I can click him. Just a good old 12-inch fish.
Tired of that, he ate it on the way down. Missed it.
Drum.
Drum commander today.
Well guys, we absolutely had a blast. We hope you're able to take something away from this video to be able to catch more fish, put more of them in the boat. Jace from over at Crappie Hollow Custom Hair Ties came out here and we flat put a whooping on them. Actually, I think the right phrase is we put them on the hook. If you have not, hit that subscribe button, like this video. Check his stuff out right there on Facebook.
Yep, you can find us on Facebook or look up our website at www.crappiehollow.com.
There you go, guys. Get over there, get you some, show us guys some support, show us some love. Like this video. We'll see you next week.